Hi guys, Mr. Talbot here for you, making you a video of a tutorial over our topic 3.2 organizer. For this assignment, you're going to be designing a school that connects to the thoughts of an Enlightenment thinker. Particularly, you can draw upon our Enlightenment thinkers from checkpoint one: Locke, Hobbes, Montesquieu, Rousseau. There's also an additional enrichment thing I added into the notes for topic 3.2 on Mary Wollstonecraft. She's another great resource you can use for this. So you're going to see this assignment's broken down into three parts. Would encourage you to kind of watch each part of this video as you're doing the assignment, because the video will end up being a little long, so I really want you to understand how to do this and do this well. These are links that will also kind of help you scroll a little bit faster through it if you want. And of course, as with all of our assignments, we've got a scoring out at the bottom. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a mission statement for your school. Why does your school exist? What is it trying to accomplish? Particularly when you think about what is it trying to accomplish, who is it trying to serve, connect it back to that Enlightenment idea. So if you think it's really important that you're going to give your students the ability to get a good job and make money so they can own property, well, you're connecting back to the idea of natural rights, and in particular the rights of property. If you think women and men should be educated in the same way, you're connecting to Mary Wollstonecraft's beliefs about education. So those are some things to kind of think about a little bit. I've given you the mission statement of each of our Park Hill high schools. Those can be inspiration for you, but you're going to go through, and throughout this assignment, when you see a blue table, know there's something you need to do near there. So come up with a school name. Can be whatever you want. This can be an elementary school, it can be a high school, completely up to you. A lot of flexibility here. Name it whatever you want, and then make a mission statement for it. Again, think about what is the goal of your school and try to connect it to your Enlightenment thinker. Now, with each of our schools in the district, things the school does connect to its mission statements. I teach at Lead, so I can speak the best of this. So there's things about our school that connect to our mission. So at Lead, every student has a mentor, because in our mission you see that mentoring is part of it. We also believe in experiences, so we do a lot of projects and stuff. Okay, so those are some things to kind of think about as you're thinking about your school. Now, when you get to this part here, your visual display brainstorming, right now we're just brainstorming. You're going to pick one of the things you see listed here and make some kind of visual display for it. So maybe you decide that, you're going to offer classes that are really focused on performance arts. That could be really important. Well, when you have a map of your school, you're probably going to have bigger and more performance arts sections. That could be a way you could go about that. But you want to connect it back to an Enlightenment idea. It could be really important for your faculty to be diverse, but you can make a yearbook page of some of your faculty members and tell a little bit about them. It could be important for you that boys and girls participate in the same activities at all times, so you have co-ed sports or co-ed clubs. And so those could be your extracurricular activities, and just having a list of them and kind of laying it out. Maybe you're focused on, we want everyone to be able to become, someone in the trades. So you have a lot more industrial tech kind of classes in your curriculum. That would be fine. Okay? So think about how you could then display one of those, and again, just one of those items in here. You're just brainstorming. You'll do the actual illustration when you get down to part 3. The next thing is I have given you 15 different scenarios that a school might face, and you're going to pick 2 of the 15, just 2 of them, and tell me how your school would respond. Now, your school should respond in a way that, again, connects to the Enlightenment. That's how you're going to do well on the scoring guide. So use those Enlightenment thinkers from before. With this, eventually you're going to write one of your own scenarios, and again, have your school's response based on an Enlightenment thinker. So each of these scenarios that I provided, I'll tell you, is designed in a way so that you can connect it back to the Enlightenment thinker. So one of them is a student that is at school, refuses to wear a mask. You can probably connect that to the Enlightenment idea of the social contract and giving up some freedoms in order to have rights. So tell me, how might your school respond to it? Why would it make that decision? And when you talk about the why, that's when it's your opportunity to connect to the Enlightenment. That's how you're going to do well. Again, you're doing just 2 of these 15. Whichever 2 you pick 2 that you will be able to illustrate in some way. We'll talk more about the illustrations shortly. Then there's a spot down here for you to write one of your own scenarios, your school's response, and finally, the Enlightenment thinker that it connects to, the Enlightenment idea it connects to. You're then going to be doing illustrations. Now, when you illustrate, again, we talked already about the school visual display, some ideas there. Um, it could be a brochure for your school if you want to, or like I said, like a yearbook page, or like a map of your school. This far right column is really important because that's where you're going to explain what's going on in your illustration and how it connects to the Enlightenment. Again, to do well in the scoring guide, that's going to be really, really important. Then you'll see that you're going to illustrate two of the scenarios that you selected above and also illustrating your school's response. When you're illustrating these scenarios, there's a lot of different options. You could make a video of you acting it out with someone, that's fine. You could make a comic strip. You could do that digitally or by hand. You could make a series of memes that connect to it. You could, just draw some stick figures doing a thing. You could make a pouch. All sorts of options. Now, if it's a video, make sure you include the link to the video. But anything else, make sure you actually add the actual image into this middle column. That's going to get kind of big, I know, but that really helps me grade these faster, and I appreciate your help in that. You're going to do the same thing for the scenario that you write, and you're not being graded on the quality of artwork, I should say. You're being graded on your connection to the Enlightenment, and is it neat? Did you show care? Now, if you're an amazing artist, by all means, use that skill you have in this assignment. But don't feel like if you're not a good illustrator, you're going to be in trouble, because you should still be able to score well. So communicating accurately and precisely, this is just, do you have all the illustrations you need? Are you connecting them to the Enlightenment idea? Is it neat? Explanation of evidence is really that you're showing me clearly the connection between the Enlightenment idea, and you are showing without question that you understand what that Enlightenment idea is. So you don't just tell me the student has to wear the mask because of the social contract. You explain what the social contract is and how it affects that decision. Or if you go the other route, that's fine too. Finally, down here, there is a discussion board element in the red folder. Just like the River Valley assignment, make sure that you are participating in it, responding with quality, detailed feedback to 2 of your peers. So that's it, guys. As always, email me if you got questions. This is going to take you several hours to do, but I'm excited to see what you come up with, and have a great day.